everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Parallel World Chat. I'm sure that you could notice right now that there is a lot of changes going on. We got a lot of new angles, got a lot of new cameras. I'm very excited about this. I mean, come on, look at this. I have like an entire room now. I'm sitting at a desk now. This is really cool, you know? I'm super digging it. But before we get into anything else, let's introduce all of our hosts. And hailing from the backwoods of Woodback Woods, it's the wild and crazy Mr. Bunny Rabbit, the Bunny Rabbit. Hey everybody, how are you doing? I'm back for episode 4. This is so wild, but no, before I get into anything, you know, it's just like, why did you get a whole entire setup, Mr. Kirby? Well, that's because I told him I was gonna quit due to all you guys' unprofessionalism on the normal, but hey, they upgraded me and it's totally worth it. Dude, this is ridiculous. Your camera angles are even better than mine, and I'm not even fitting into the entire screen like you are. Well, that's too bad. Nana boo-boo. But moving on, we're going on to some people's favorite. It's the Wild Larry Fester, everybody.
What the heck? This isn't fair at all. I'm always complaining and no one's ever listening to me. They ain't giving me a giant chair and a desk and everything. And what was up with that one last remark that you made? Something about, like, some people's favorite?
Well, I said that because actually you get on my nerves quite often. But we're going to get on to our final two people. It is the cool internet cool guy and the beef.
Hello, you're watching Internet Cool Guy and the Beef.
With Internet Cool Guy and the Beef in the
Morning.
I think it's really cool that you got all these new camera angles and like a cool new room and everything. Like, that's really sweet. I'm really digging that.
Dude, I can't even believe this. Even Internet Cool Guy and the Beef got better camera angles than I do. Look, I got these like white bars here. Well, if you weren't so busy complaining all the time, all you had to do is ask me and I can fix it. You know, I can just zoom in on you a little bit and then you can fully fit into the frame. Here, watch this.
Dude, that's seriously all you had to do? Now I'm fitting into the frame on normal and like and everything? Like, I can't even believe you. Oh, you fix it for him, but why won't you just fix the camera for me?
That's because you're frustrating me, and it's funny.
That's because you're frustrating me, and it's funny. That's what you sound like.
Well, I didn't think anybody actually wanted to see your face zoomed in really close, but sure, I'll fix it.
What would you look at that? Complaining actually paid off. All you gotta do around here is just complain a little bit and things will change.
Larry, all you do is complain, but you know what? We're gonna move on because now it's time for our very first commercial.
Do you find yourself doing this right after seeing that your pool is not clean? Do you yell at yourself for using way too much electricity? Do you just want to go outside and swim in the pool for hours on end?
Well, now you can. It's Super Time Fun Happy Pool Place. This is the #1 spot to go and swim. Whether you just want to sit there and stare at the water kicking your feet, or maybe you just want a classic jump into the pool and swim underwater. Now grab all your bros and cannonball into the pool and splash everyone and get rid of all that anger that you had once before, because now we're swimming. So come on down to Super Time Happy Fun Pool Place and have yourself a wild time instead of this. Super Time Happy Fun Pool Place. Things just got a little bit better. Results may vary.
This week on Days of My Mother. Oh, it's going to be such a long day today. Why do I have to hang out with his mother all day? She barely even likes me.
I barely like this girl.
What'd you say?
I said I barely like this girl. Why are these plants on the table again?
I put them there because they look really nice.
They don't.
Okay, here I am. Let's get this over with.
Absolute mess.
What are you talking about? Why are these over here? I set these down on the table earlier. I'm not sure why they're not here anymore. Look at these. They're beautiful. They should be right on the table. Look at the table. Look at them. Did you take these?
Are you accusing me in my house?
What are you talking about? I was just wondering what happened to the flowers.
That's the thing with you. You're always wondering. I hate wanderers.
You mean you never wondered in your life before?
Yeah, I wonder why my boy Johnny is with you. And who is this name? I've never seen that name. It's an ugly name. Get that name off of my table. You got something to say? Come on, say something. Get tough with me, I dare ya.
Days of My Mother. Saturdays at 7 p.m.
Well, that was really fun, and we're going to get into our next segment here. Normally, we're going to do a game right now, but we're actually going to move into our guest. And today we have a humanoid from Earth 1, and apparently he's one of the people that completely created our show. Dude, I don't understand what you mean by when you say created our show. Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. He's the boss of the show. He created this, and he's the one that runs the show, you know?
I thought you were the one that's been running the show this whole time. It's some other guy?
Yes, Larry, it's actually someone else that runs this show. Someone else has put this all together. They hired us. They got the set for us. They got me all the new camera angles. And this is the creator. And then we also have a new guest right here being GuestBot. He doesn't really talk or do anything, but he plays the videos for all of our new guests.
That's really cool. I think GuestBot's really cool. I like that new addition.
Thank you very much to Beef. I really appreciate that. But without further ado, here is the creator of the show, Josh Kirby.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. This is really fun and like really surreal.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for the job, and also thank you so much for being here on the show. Tell us about yourself.
Sorry. It's weird because like I'm your boss. It's like you guys know who I am. And, but yeah, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the creator of this show. I'm an animator. I do all sorts of writing. I make tons of artwork. What do you want me to say, man?
I have a question. What's up with your hair? Why is it so long and just like crazy?
Dude, good idea, Larry. Stop being rude to the creator of our show. You know, he's only the dude that actually pays you.
I think it's really cool. Thanks so much for giving me a job, too. I love it here.
I think what they're trying to say is they're speculating on the length of your hair. How long have you been growing that?
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate the Beef. I've been growing my hair now, like, I don't know, like two years or something. I don't know. Look at this. Like, it's a massive lock, but it's really not important.
So, Josh, how long does it take to make an episode? Why did you even want to make this show?
Yeah, why do you make me suffer all the time? I gotta hang out with these dudes always.
Well, I've always been a designer for artwork, and I've done a lot of onstage stuff. Like I've been in a lot of bands before when I was younger. I used to skateboard a lot when I was younger. Then I did a lot with my artwork as I got older, you know. So he's just like a weird time lapse. But I wanted to push it and make it a little bit more. Like I really wanted to make a cartoon, and just have a lot of fun with it, you know. I just wanted to create a show that just felt like, in a sense, like I could do anything that I want, you know, like anything can happen. And I really love that because it's a gigantic universe out there of universes. And you just never know. And there's been amazing people like the Beef. Like, I'm really happy that we found him and we got him on the show. Even though Larry has his ups and downs and he's a little difficult to work with. But he's still, like, I think they're a great character. I think all you guys are really great characters. And I really enjoy making the show. Maybe takes, I don't know, like 3-4 days to, like, make an episode. It really just kind of depends on, like, what exactly we're doing. But I think it's really fun, you know?
Dude doesn't even recognize me. It doesn't even say anything about me, you know. I hope you enjoyed me being around here. But let me ask you about your name, you know, a little bit. Why do you and Mr. Kirby seem to have the same exact name? Mr. Bunny Rabbit, we don't have the same name. His name is Josh Kirby, and my name is Mr. Kirby.
Then what's your first name, Mr. Smart Guy?
I just told you my name is Mr. Kirby. My first name is Mr. Oh, dude, that is hilarious. So does that mean your name is actually like Mr. Kirby? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's not funny at all.
It's a little bit funny.
Yeah, my name is Josh Kirby, but I just go by Kirby. I actually don't like being called Josh. I'm a Joshua Kirby, but, like, no one ever calls me that. And if you do know me in real life, like, for real, when you see me, don't call me Josh or comment that. I don't like it. Just call me Kirby, please.
Well, you heard it first here, everybody. He does not like being called Josh. Just call him Kirby. So, Mr. Kirby. Wow, that's weird. It's because it's like my name. Actually, Kirby. Do you have any big plans coming up for the show?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been working on the show a lot more by, like, building up the set, you know, like you, Mr. Kirby, like, you have a lot nicer of a stage right now. You got a cool desk and a chair. I got you some of those plants that you were asking, or at least just one of them. But we want to do the same for everyone else that's on the show here, and I'm so sorry that everyone that we couldn't get it done right away. There's a lot of different jobs going on here, and I'm just, like, one person, you know, doing all of that. But we worked out a deal with Earth One, and so now we got a bunch of humanoid flesh bodies that want to be on the show, and it's going to be a big difference from season 1 or even the first 3 episodes. So I'm really excited to get some humanoids on here and see what's going on in Earth One, because it's crazy there, dude.
Humanoid flesh bodies, that sounds so wild. But anyways, thank you so much for being on our show today, Kirby. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for making this show, giving me a job, and letting me hang out and do the thing that I love, interviewing people and talking. This has been fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end the show?
Really, just thank you so much for having me on. This has been really fun, and I hope that anyone that's watching this gets a good idea of what episodes in the future can actually look like. And, just stay positive. Have fun, dude. Like, don't be mean to each other. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not good. And you never realize how much effort and everything that someone's putting into something. Just because maybe it doesn't interest you doesn't mean that it doesn't matter and that they're not actually giving it their all. But thank you so much for having me on the show, and I'll see you guys behind stage.
Well, there we have it, everybody. That was Kirby, the creator of this show, and thank goodness. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. That was really cool to see just a whole different type of interview on here. What did you all think?
It was okay. I just really didn't care.
He seemed really nice. He seemed like a really cool dude, He seemed like really cool. I just thought it was kind of weird how he said, humanoid flesh bodies or something like that. I'm not really sure. I've never heard that term.
Yeah, dude, it was a little different, I found it was interesting. I just didn't like looking at the guy because he looked like a weird, prehistoric wizard caveman or something like so.
I'm not really that impressed. I think he should just stick to his own job and, mind his own business. He's no star. He's not even an actor of any kind. So, cool, he made the show. He gave me a job. Wonderful.
It's amazing how a boss gets on this show and you still manage to find a way to just be rude and incredible.
I'm just saying, whoop-de-doo.
I didn't really have much to say about the man, but I thought it was really cool that he was on the show that he created.
I wonder if that's the dude that's been screening on the guests that we've been having on the show lately and how terrible they've all been. You do realize that he's gonna see this, right?
I really don't care, just cause, I don't care, I just thought maybe if we got someone else, like Teenage Benjamin Franklin Reincarnated's, sister or something, maybe that would be more interesting.
Dude, I don't know if he actually had a sister. The dude is Teenage Benjamin Franklin Reincarnated. How did he get a sister back, too?
Wait, was that the guy that had the oatmeal and stuff? Because he was really weird.
Well, that really doesn't matter because he's not on the show right now, so please stop talking about Teenage Benjamin Franklin Reincarnated. But we wanted to say thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of Parallel World Chat. This has been awesome. Big thanks to our new guest today, the creator of our show, Josh Kirby. That was awesome and completely different. And you know what? Please go on and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We are on Instagram and we are on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching another episode, and we will see you next week.